Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today, as off the rumors of this XRP case finally having a decision being brought down by the judge, and a potential settlement being on the table yet again. XRP is outperforming the top 10 cryptos on the planet. Buy the rumor and sell the news may be coming into effect. And you better believe the long anticipated conclusion of this XRP case is a massive buy the rumor opportunity. And you might just have a chance to sell that news for incredible profits. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony from Thinking Crypto tweeted this. We'll get a summary judgment any day now. And we could see some nice price movements for XRP off the heels of that. Maybe we can recoup some of the billions lost by the SEC with this lawsuit. And Crypto Michael posted this beautiful falling wedge. I think some beautiful price action is in store for us in the immediate short term for XRP. And this has me on the edge of my seat, just as I know it has you on the edge of yours. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this is happening as Ripple is advertising in London, DC, and other places. All of this is happening as the SEC is getting handed massive losses by judges. Voyager is another example of federal judge deciding the SEC's arguments are 100% without merit, as the judge approved in the Voyager Binance US case to sell its assets to Binance US. This is a massive loss for the SEC, and I think Gary is about to get put in his place. The judge in the Voyager case stated, "Are you seriously telling me that you haven't provided any clarity and want me to deny this plan because it might be something you think is something?" The judge in that case isn't having it with Gary Gensler. They're not having it with the SEC. And what all of you need to understand is Judge Torres fired a warning shot to the SEC and to Ripple. Let the SEC know, hey, you got some flaws in this case. You might want to settle things out before I have to come down with a decision. Judge Torres is going to bring the hammer down. And based on all the things, all the leading indicators, all the leading pieces of news that have been announced, I believe it's going to go into Ripple's favor in some way, shape, or form. This is going to be a new day for the XRP army, and we're about to have the last laugh. Not only that, but Grayscale has a lawsuit against the SEC as we speak. There's going to be a final decision made from the court, and this could be yet another big loss for the SEC. Finally, all that being said, we have the Fed Chair Jerome Powell going out publicly stating faster real-time payments are coming to the United States. All of this as XRP is about to be freed. Ripple and XRP's use cases are faster payments, faster settlements, and with XRP getting some form of clarity, will be the launch of real-time gross settlement systems and central bank digital currencies.
You know, a CBDC, I think you're asking whether a CBDC would serve some of that, but a CBDC is going to be years in the evaluation. And, I think we can get this into the hands of the public very quickly. And I think we'll have real-time payments in this country very, very soon. And so that's a good thing.
All of this, my friends, is coming very, very soon, as karma is about to hit the crypto industry. I support and I want all of crypto to succeed. But remember that when Ripple got sued, the XRP community got laughed at and mocked. Now, this is a shocking new case that was filed by the SEC. They stated selling crypto mining equipment and offering hosting services for the equipment constitutes an investment contract under Howey. And would you look at that? Oh, the poor maxis that defended the SEC are now beginning to realize they should have supported Ripple all along. Now, karma's a bitch. And what I'm going to love is seeing the round of applause that the maxis are going to be forced to give towards Ripple for taking care of business. The XRP army have always been the big boys in the room, dealing with real issues, trying to solve real use cases, not speculating on whether or not the stupid fees are going to drop, but knowing that there are almost non-existent fees. Transfers can be made in 3 seconds. Our technology doesn't need to be fixed. It always worked correctly from day one. Now, guys, that you're made aware of that, I want you all to listen to an interview John Deaton had on Fox Business with Charles Gasparino just yesterday, as he breaks down plenty of things about this XRP ruling and the upcoming summary judgment by the judge. I think Ripple's gonna have a better outcome than we expect, and a settlement is actually possibly on the table. One thing's guaranteed: things are definitely ramping up, and I hope every single one of you in the community, at the very least, just have their eyes glued to the screen. This is the greatest show on earth 99% of people aren't paying attention to, and that's why you will become the new 1%.
Now, after a lengthy battle, a district judge may be close to announcing a decision, the outcome of which will impact the entire crypto industry. Joining me now is lawyer John Deaton, who's closely involved in the case, and our own Charlie Gasparino. And you two have had many conversations on there. I've been
battles.
Yes, about this.
You're still with us. I mean, in terms of the case.
Yes, I did.
Explain. You're on the side of the Ripple shareholders, right? You're advising Ripple.
No, I'm for the XRP holders.
I'm sorry. Yes,
the individual retail holders. We have 75,000 plus.
I'm going to get a lot of crap for
that. That's okay. But amicus curiae, the judge. I filed a motion to intervene. The judge said, "Well, I'm not going to let you become a defendant with those 70,000 people, but you can be amicus curiae. You can participate."
And the SEC tried to get you kicked off.
They fought us at the beginning, and then they filed motions, and they tried to kick me off, and
you're still here.
Lost. And we got a good victory last night.
Okay, so victory last night was the judge basically said, here's some. You could have these expert witnesses. SEC can have these expert witnesses. But what he really did was saying, off the checklist is the expert witness decision. The next decision could be summary judgment, correct? Which means she might rule from the bench, either in favor of Ripple or the SEC.
Absolutely, Charlie. This was a Daubert motion. Ripple has 10 expert witnesses, and the SEC has 5. Both sides challenged their experts and saying they should be excluded. The victory we got was there was an expert the SEC was offering who was going to testify as to what XRP holders thought in their head when they purchased XRP. Of course, he never interviewed one single XRP holder in his entire career.
This guy has ESP, huh?
And he received a $3 million contract from guess who? The SEC.
Oh, nice.
To serve as a witness. And so the judge excluded that part of his testimony that he's not going to be allowed. To your point, though, some people believed that the decision on Daubert motions on expert witnesses could come down simultaneously with the summary judgment motion. So I tweeted out yesterday that I wouldn't be surprised if we get a decision in a day now or within a couple
And
of
let's
weeks.
be real clear here. If the SEC wins, says, and they hold Ripple liable for selling XRP, which was an unregistered security, big thing, that means just about every crypto, except for maybe Bitcoin, and maybe even Bitcoin, could be considered a security, correct?
Well, I mean, Gensler's come out and said that Bitcoin is the only one he's comfortable saying is a commodity. Right. So I think you can take Bitcoin off the table for that.
Let's just say the SEC wins this, and a lot of people think they will, given what happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. That it's going to be hard for a judge to basically side on in crypto's favor. Doesn't have a ripple effect through the industry in the sense that how does that make Coinbase? That means Coinbase. That means Binance. All brokered unregistered securities. Aren't they kind of on the hook?
Well, it's going to be a huge precedential value if the SEC wins, because when you look at XRP, it was created in 2012. It was the third largest cryptocurrency in the world when the SEC sued Ripple. It was traded, Charlie, Cheryl, for 7.5 years in the United States and around the world openly and fairly without any interaction from the SEC. And then the SEC comes in 7.5 years later, after it was declared convertible virtual currency by the FinCEN, right, and declared by FSOC as virtual currency, by the Government Accountability Office as a virtual currency utilized in a decentralized platform. After all of that, the SEC comes in after all those years.
Okay, they still have a strong hand. If they win, that ripples throughout the industry.
And that's what I was getting at. If XRP
do you think they're going to win?
No. I think the SEC is going to lose, but that doesn't mean Ripple's going to get an outright win either. But I think the SEC is going to lose at summary judgment because of the theory that they went with. Charlie, normally when you go after a promoter, you say, well, on this particular day, you made an unregistered securities offering or sell. And that particular transaction was a security, an investment contract. And now they're saying that all sales of XRP, the token itself is a security.
I think
that's the problem.
John, this is why all eyes are on this case, and why Twitter blows up every time you come on the show. Just to point out, guys.
Yes, I think the SEC is going to win. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a bad day for crypto if they win.
Okay, we're going to put that dinner on that? Steak, you got it.
Can I come? John Deaton, good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Please keep us posted on this. It's really been fascinating to listen to you talk about this case. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the best of our ability, that is the rundown and the details of this case. Ripple, the juggernaut representing the entire crypto industry, and little Gary are coming down the home stretch. Will a settlement be worked out? Will the judge side with Ripple or the SEC? Nobody knows, but a decision is about to be made. Every single one of you have been through the ringer. Every single one of you deserve the best outcome possible. But just know, at the end of all of this, no one can take away the resilience that you've earned from waiting. The XRP community's been waiting long enough. I think a speculative bull run is about to take place, and XRP might just be the one to lead it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. To my OnlyFans community, your DMs have been fully responded to, and if you aren't following me there already, I'd highly recommend doing so, as time is running out, to prepare for the best profit-taking opportunity we're gonna have in a long time. The link to my OnlyFans is down in the description below. Now guys, I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift, former Swift board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team. Ripple, who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's High-Level Advisory Board on FinTech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website, Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.